magnificent Marvin Montgomery. Ain't he magnificent, Lou? Ain't he the most magnificent thing you ever saw? Got the big, wide back, Schwarzenegger biceps. Fat lot of good they're doing you lately, huh, champ?
He was a cop and good at his job, but he committed the ultimate sin and testified against other cops gone bad. Cops that tried to kill him, but got the woman he loved instead. Framed for murder, now he prowls the Badlands, an outlaw hunting outlaws, a bounty hunter, a renegade.
This morning at roughly 10:15, former heavyweight champion Marvin Montgomery escaped custody. Convicted 3 years ago of manslaughter, Montgomery was being transferred to the maximum security facility at Carbon Springs after a prison brawl. He somehow freed himself from his restraints, attacked his prison guard and the driver of the bus, which crashed, injuring the 2 prison employees.
Are you saying the champ's escape was planned?
He was wearing drop-forged, triple-gauge manacles. No man on Earth is strong enough to break them without help, not even Marvin Montgomery. Now, I need to warn the public of the danger this man poses, but to reassure them that a full-scale manhunt is already in progress. We expect to have Montgomery back in custody within hours.
King Kong back in the cage, now that's what you mean. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the mighty crush the meek.
Meek is never a word I would associate with you, Mr. Prince.
I was referring to my fighter, Mr. Russell. But then again, if I had a buck for every time you missed my point, I could buy Kuwait.
This is an official public briefing, Mr. Prince, not a Las Vegas lounge. If you want a public forum, I suggest you get a press conference of your own.
I would much rather steal yours, brother. It's about the only way a black man could even hope to get equal time. Yes, when that district attorney here whistles, all you reporters come running. But if a mere businessman like me
Little sister, I do believe I hear the choirs of angels.
Too much sun or a 60s flashback?
Neither. Get Reno for me.
Reno! Hey, Reno!
Very funny. Where is he anyway?
Somewhere between Tahoe and Texas.
Just get up and get me a plane ticket. Come on, will you? Oh, I can see it now, buddy. Brian Gumble, Mike Wallace. Hey, how about this one? Oprah, with very special guest star Bobby Sixkiller, the man who brought in the champ, huh?
Wish you luck.
What are you talking about? As soon as you're done here, boom, we're southbound together.
We?
Yeah, we. You mean to tell me you don't want to be part of the biggest manhunt in history, huh? You know what this could mean to us? Look, first of all, you and I could be famous. Number 2, we're going to have a blast. We bring in Marvin Montgomery, our phone never stops ringing. Hey, there's a movie deal. I got a book deal lined up, and look at this. Reno Reigns, action figures, huh?
Please.
You know, all you gotta do is be a little careful. Let's fist our register to the cops and, hit you once your brain's guacamole. It's no big deal. You can handle it.
Time out. You're asking me to go one-on-one with Marvin Montgomery the very moment every cop in this country is after him just so you can go on Geraldo?
Like you can go on Geraldo? I mean, whatever I do it for us. I thought we were partners, friends. You know, I employ you, I back you. All I'm looking for is just a little favor, no big deal.
Give me that.
How can you say no to this? I'm offering you expert knowledge of the man. At this time in his life, I know Marvin Montgomery better than anyone in the world.
Well, Michael Prince would argue that.
Oh, Prince is a blood-sucking parasite.
Well, at least we agree on something. I'm sorry, Miss Darby. I'm doing court.
But I've done rehab with Marvin twice a week for the past year. I am intimately familiar with the man, what makes him tick, how he thinks.
If he thinks.
Oh, I wish the press had that sound bite.
Look, I don't know what your problem is, but
My problem is I don't want to see a human being hunted down and killed.
I resent the implication that I have anything but the highest regard for Marvin Montgomery's safety.
Please, may I help your case?
I have all the help I need. Goodbye, Miss Darby.
Hello.
The press briefing is at 6.
You've mistaken me for a reporter. When in fact, I'm the walking, talking solution to all of your problems. Bobby Sixkiller, Sixkiller Enterprises, bounty hunter extraordinaire.
How do you people get in here?
Well, normally I walk, but in your case, I put on my cape and flew.
After the floors are swept, I want you to organize plumbing. The whole aisle looks like a bomb just hit it. L joints are mixed up with the T joints. PVC is where the galvanized should be.
Okay, don't blow your breakfast.
Customers, the pigs.
Can I help you?
No thanks, I got it.
Whoa, you're him. You're marvelous.
No, I'm magnificent. Haggler's marvelous.
Hey, don't hurt me, okay?
I wasn't planning on it, unless you try to capture me.
Ted?
Excuse me.
Just wait a minute, man. I don't want no trouble. Wait a minute! Hey, man, I ain't got no beef with you, man. I ain't got no beef with you, man. I don't want no trouble.
Oh, wow, that was you just blammo. All right, boom.
You got any clothes?
Yeah, clothes? Yeah, over there. Need some money, champ?
Yeah.
I got $20.
I give it back to you.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, car.
Yeah, sure, but, you don't want my car.
Why not?
'Cause you want his car. It's parked out back. It's a white four-door with a vinyl top. It's got a bumper sticker that says, honk if you love bowling.
Tell him I give it back to him, all right? I ain't no thief, all right?
All right.
Gotta go.
He is a convicted felon who may be armed and definitely does not want to return to custody. So leave it to the pros. If you have any information regarding Marvin Montgomery, call 6 Killer Enterprises at 1-800-555-BOUNTY. That's 1-800-555-BOUNTY. For your community, for your kids, for yourselves.
Pretty damn impressive, huh, Shy?
Well, it makes an impression, all right.
Oh, gee, Shy. I mean, don't hold back. Tell me what you really think.
I think it makes you look like a self-serving ambulance chasing sleazeball.
See, it's working already. Go ahead, try. Go ahead.
6 Killer
6 Killer Enterprises, may I help you?
My name is Janet Darby. I'm calling about Marvin Montgomery.
Ah.
Janet Darby? You're Janet Darby, right?
Vincent Black. You frightened me and you're late.
Actually, I've been watching you for half an hour. My partner described you pretty well. So, you don't believe Montgomery busted out of that bus?
No, I don't. I mean, he's an angry man, troubled for sure, but it just doesn't make sense. And he was planning a comeback when his term was up. Now, this ruins everything.
Moments come. People do rash things.
No way.
How can you be so sure?
It's my job. I'm his criminal rehabilitation counselor. Or was, anyway. Did you ever know one of those people that trouble just seemed to seek out and find?
Yeah, I know one pretty well.
Well, Marvin's like that. I've seen him on the yard. Prisoners pick fights trying to prove something. But Marvin always gets the blame.
It's the price of fame, I guess.
No, it goes back to his childhood. He was always huge, frightening. Success just made it worse. The title, the money.
His alcohol problem?
Look, I've seen a lot of so-called recoveries. Marvin's is genuine.
I'm sure that would please the family whose kid he killed. Look, in my business, it pays to be skeptical.
Skeptical is one thing. Jaded is another.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Accepted. Look, I'm not trying to say he's some kind of an angel. Just someone who needs a lot of help right now.
Well, then why doesn't he turn himself in?
Because he's probably afraid if he tries, they'll shoot first, can talk it over later.
And you think he's right?
I know he's right.
One-time champion assaulted a hardware store manager and terrorized his young clerk, then escaped, stealing the manager's car. 1970 white four-door, license number 3HDO050.
Janet said he'll be heading south towards you.
Well, that still leaves you a lot of ground to cover, pal.
He'll be staying off the interstate.
Well, what are you thinking? Do you think it monitored pass?
If we're lucky.
Oh, please, let us be lucky.
You are big.
Strong, too.
Well, you're coming with me.
You in what army, Chuck? Give me my keys.
I don't think so. I'll grab some of that trunk.
All I wanted was my keys.
He's back.
Glad you could make it.
Thank you. So I take it you found the champ.
I really can't say.
Yeah, why not?
Because my brains are guacamole.
Ah.
What happened?
Your friend Marvin knocked me out cold. Of course, it wasn't his fault.
Yes, well, I can see that you're okay. So, where do we go from here?
I explained to Vince that Marvin was an orphan, but there is one man he trusts, a mentor, a father figure.
Let me guess.
The systematic persecution of Marvin Montgomery is following its inevitable, predictable course. $50,000 is the blood price that District Attorney Russell has placed on my fighter's head. That means every racist hate monger in the state is going to be gunning for the champion. You hear that, Marvin? Well, if you hear me, son, you duck, you run for cover, and you get in touch with me.
Robbery, grand theft auto, and now mayhem and destruction of property.
Just your average everyday trail of blood and destruction.
When I first prosecuted Marvin Montgomery, Michael Prince called me everything from a fascist vendetta monger to a publicity whore to a racist pig. Well, at least now the world is finally getting to see Montgomery for what he really is, an amoral, out-of-control sociopath. Notify your forces they may use deadly force.
Press is going to crucify you for this, Doug.
I'm protecting the people of this state. I want Marvin Montgomery, dead or alive.
You know something, pal? Everything Marvin's done so far makes me believe that Janet was right about him.
Including knocking me into next week?
I accept that. Well,
Well, what?
well, there was a little follow-up incident when Marvin stole the car, but there's a very good explanation for that.
What kind of little incident?
Well, Marvin was driving down Route 8 and he stopped at a stop-and-go market. The clerk inside recognized him and tried to lure him into a walk-in freezer.
What happened?
Marvin locked the clerk in the walk-in freezer. He's a little stiff today, but he'll be all right.
Good.
Nobody got hurt at the gas station either.
Gas station?
We need a little gas.
For a stolen car.
Right. Gas station attendant took a couple pop shots at him, missed, and hit a tanker instead.
How bad?
Remember seeing those atomic test films from Bikini Island?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Kaboom. That's why you need to leave this business to pros.
Yeah, like us.
You got it.
You know, I remember seeing Marvin fight when he was just getting started. Bay City Arena had police night. A bunch of us went down there. He was fourth on the card or something like that. It was Big John Geary's comeback fight, remember? And Marvin was supposed to be a pushover. Well, he knocked Geary clean through the ropes, man. I'd never seen such intensity.
Nobody could beat him, man. Nobody.
I followed him ever since, including the night he got into trouble and the day they took him to jail. It's kind of like I lost a hero.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it, man. At least you had a chance to meet him.
Wasn't exactly the thrill I had in mind.
Yeah, sorry, sir.
Serves me right. Man my age shouldn't have an idol.
Yeah. Anyway, the first town south of here is Adelante. It's a petite place, but it's got a few restaurants.
Hungry?
No, not me, man. Marvin. A guy that size, you know how much food it takes to pack him in?
I bet.
Get the Java coming. Thank you.
Is that... Nah.
Marvin Montgomery.
Can't be.
The hell it can't. It is. 50 grand reward.
Get serious.
I am serious. Sure get the bank off my back. And there's 3 of us. We could take him. Well, of course, if you want me and Dennis to split that reward 2 ways, I don't suppose we'd mind. Excellent as always, Lorene. My compliments to the chef.
Hey!
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right, Lorene. We maybe just saved your life. You know who this is? Marvin Montgomery. That was easy. That ain't fair. Marvin, put him down. Marvin, don't. Marvin! Pardon me.
You again.
Me again.
I would have killed him. Guess I ought to thank you.
Well, there's time for that. But first, you and me are gonna do a little traveling.
Is all this really necessary?
Actually, yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Why should I trust you? Boy Scout good conduct or your iron self-control?
Hit me in the head with that chair. You try to kill me with that Bruce Lee crap.
All the same. Here. Order anything you want.
Lucky me. The red carpet treatment.
You know, you should be glad I'm the one that brought you down, because you got every local badge out there shooting at shadows.
For a change.
Yeah, I'd like to order some dinner. Let me have a dinner salad. You?
Tuna on sourdough. 2 of them. And some coffee.
I don't see that here.
Hell, man, everybody got tuna.
2 tuna on sourdough and 2 coffees. In a hurry. So what made you decide to bust a move?
Who said I did?
Well, just about every newspaper, TV station, radio station in the country. Plus that prison guard you beat up pretty good.
Figures. That scum bucket.
You saying you didn't do it?
Nobody asked.
I just did.
Some car crossed the highway. The driver jerked the wheel. Hit the shoulder, the bus just rolled. Next thing I knew, man, I was awake, I was loose, and both of them was out cold, and I was walking. What's it to you anyway? You ain't never done no time.
Don't be so sure.
What happened? Your mama caught you smoking reefer and turned your butt in?
Yeah. And you're as pure as newly fallen snow.
I ain't what they say I am.
What they say, Marvin, is that you got really tanked up one night, got behind the wheel of a car, and hit a teenager on a bicycle.
Man, they say a lot of things.
What do you say?
I say, where's the damn food? That's what I say.
It'll get here. So, did you?
Did I what?
Hit that kid.
What's it to you?
You tell me that people say a lot of things that are wrong about you. Well, maybe I can relate to that a little bit.
People want to be wrong. People want me to be Marvin the raging ghetto killing machine. Marvin the magnificent. So that's what I give them. If they really knew me, they'd be mighty disappointed.
You still haven't answered my question. Did you run over that kid?
God honest truth, I was so messed up that night, I don't even know.
Thanks. My girlfriend's in there. She ain't decent. Ciao.
Ain't you gonna feed me?
Excuse me, but you want me to break into what?
The DA's files. I want the paperwork on Marvin's conviction.
You said all you wanted was to get rid of him. Why the heck else would I drive all night to come pick him up?
I'm sorry, Bobby, okay, but something just doesn't feel right here. Now, I know the champ never went to trial, but I want to know if it was a plea bargain or a confession or what.
Why? All you need to know is that there's a megabuck price on his head and you're in for the share.
All you need to know is that if you don't help me out here, I just might have to let him go and bye-bye Oprah.
Great. So, how are we gonna do this?
Oh, I might know a way. Excuse me.
Yes.
Cheyenne Phillips, People Magazine. You've seen my byline.
Have I?
Chalmers Award, last March for my Janet Reno interview.
The press briefing isn't until 6. You're a little bit early.
I'm not coming to the briefing.
Oh, why not?
Because if other reporters can get it, I don't want it.
So, what do you want?
An exclusive nationwide interview with the man who brought down Marvin Montgomery.
I haven't brought him down yet.
You will. Look, I can't guarantee you'll make the cover, but 3 out of my last 4 subjects have, so I took the liberty in hiring a photographer for tonight's conference. Look your best.
The news conference is over around 7. Why don't you meet me back here?
No good. My copy's due at 5, in case you catch the champ tonight or tomorrow. We hit the stands Thursday.
I only have about a half an hour.
That's all we need.
What you do, slaughter a cow?
I had to make an extra stop. This is a fax of your conviction records.
Hoop-de-doop, man. You got some catch up.
Did you ever read these, Marvin? I mean, how much do you remember of what happened that night?
Like I said, man, I was loaded.
Try.
Well, them cuffs cut my wrist. I remember that. I remember them cops grounding my face in the gravel. I remember lights everywhere, the ambulance, kid's body, the face was covered up. I remember blood all on the sheets.
What about the rest of the night? I mean, before the wreck.
That was the best night of my life, man. I KO'd Tim Hollander at the sports arena, man. Took the title. Mr. Prince took me out and we celebrated, man. It was like a dream. Shoot, women, liquor, everybody calling me the champ. But you know there's only one champ ever.
Ali.
That's right.
How much did you drink that night?
I had a righteous thirst back then, man. Me and Mr. Prince was matching shooters, a 12-0 goal. When exactly keep them count. Thanks.
Go on.
That's it, man. That's all there is.
Well, you must have gotten in the car at some point.
Yes.
I guess you remembered a lot more the night of the accident.
Don't remember then. I don't remember now.
But Marvin, you signed a confession. Read it.
I don't have to, man.
Read it.
I know what it says.
Then tell me.
I was going 75 miles an hour. I wiped the kid I was crossing the street in his own damn hood. He was 12, man. I did it.
You don't know that.
Hell, I don't.
You don't know that because you were too loaded to remember. And you don't know what you signed because you can't read. You couldn't read the menu back at the hotel.
So what?
So you don't know what you confessed to, man.
Hey, man, Mr. Prince, he always read for me, man. He knew I couldn't read. He's the only other person I know besides Doc Darby.
This Mr. Prince, how often did he let you drive his car?
Not hardly. He loved that ride.
Then why'd he let you drive it when he knew you were blitzed out of your mind?
State police, give it up. Do not attempt to escape.
No! Marvin! Marvin!
Don't even think about it.
Detective Bergman from the District Attorney's Task Force. May I speak to somebody who is in charge?
Well, that would be Captain Mason, but he's out in the field looking for your fugitive, sir.
Let me speak to somebody who's in command.
I'm afraid that would be me.
Me? Who are you?
I'm Patrolman Stanton, sir.
Stanton, I got a special agent 6 kilo on the way to your station right now to pick up a witness that I need in a hospital lineup. Black, Vincent A. You got him?
Black? He's here all right, but he hasn't even been processed yet.
Well, don't you worry about that, son, because I'll do all the paperwork.
No can do, sir. He was with Marvin Montgomery.
Do I sound like an idiot, Stanton?
No, sir,
Do you know what this is all about, Patrolman?
Well, I didn't mean...
Are you arguing with me?
No, sir,
Good.
Hello?
Well, I would like to thank the Academy. Six killer, D.A. Russell's office. Where's Black?
He's in the holding tank. I'm just trying to reach...
Didn't they call? Didn't they tell you they have him ready for me?
Well, yes, sir, they did. If you'll just let me notify my captain.
Listen, pal, I have a chopper out there waiting for me. I also have a dying hardware store manager who can tie this turkey to Marvin Montgomery. Do you understand? Sign. Get out there.
Oh, take it easy, will you?
Howdy Doody might be watching anyway. I'm a method actor and I live on my parts.
Really? Well, why don't you live the part of Danny Sullivan right now and drive like heck?
I will.
Come on. Is this as fast as this thing will do?
Remind me to put a turbo and a roll cage in it next time. Here, you're gonna need this.
Sorry, Bobby. But if we don't beat Marvin to Prince's gym...
So what's the problem with that? You know Prince will take care of him.
After what we talked about last night, I'm more concerned about what Marvin will do to Prince.
Ass, crisp, clean. Huh? Y'all see that? This man's right hand is as powerful as God's own thunder. Oh, it's the best I've seen since Marvin Montgomery. Oh, sweet Jesus. Listen, somebody lock that door, huh? Huh? Lock it quick! Look what they've done to you, son.
Only person done anything to me was Mr. Prince.
I want you to take that anger, and I want you to direct it at those responsible for enslaving us all.
You know damn well where my anger's aimed at. You!
Get off of me! Let me go. Please.
Marvin! Does it feel good to have somebody holding your life in your hand? Now does it? Believe me, I've been there.
Put him down, man.
This bastard cost me 3 years of my life. He cost me my career. He cost me my title. And you want me to let him go?
Listen, I made you everything you are, Marvin.
That's for damn sure. You made me a con. You made me a fugitive. You made me a moving target.
But he didn't make you a killer.
Oh, take it easy.
Now, he tried to. He drove the car that night. He hit that little boy. Then he dragged your body in the driver's seat to let the blame fall on you.
Yes!
But you weren't a killer then, and you're not one now, so don't you let him make you one.
Yeah! Marvin, let me up, baby.
I believe what Janet Darby told me about you, Marvin.
What was that?
That you never went looking for trouble, that it always had a way of finding you. That you got blamed for all kinds of things that weren't your fault. That sort of sums me up, too.
Don't matter now, man. They gonna lock me back up anyhow.
No, not anymore. Because now we know the truth. And I bet Mr. Prince there, he'd be glad to tell a story to anyone who'll listen. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I'd do anything. Yeah.
If you kill him, Marvin, you'll be locked up forever. You won't be a victim anymore. You'll be a volunteer. All your respect to be gone forever. Dr. Darby's, mine, your own. So bring him up. Champ?
A little celebration. Boom. There we go. To the champ.
Falsely accused, falsely imprisoned. Champ, are you bitter?
Well, he's,
Actually, no. I'm just happy justice has finally been served.
The big question on everyone's minds, now that you're free, will you fight again?
I think I've done enough fighting the last 2 lifetimes. Don't you agree?
Yes, you
now
see
a question for you, Mr. Six Killer. How will you make use of the state's reward?
Well, the state...
Actually, no bounty's been paid. Once I was clear and my criminal status was lifted, there's a state law prohibiting any bounties on innocent citizens. Tough luck, Antanto.
Yeah, that's right.
But there's one person out there I would like to thank. A stranger. I can't say his name, but he know who he is. I owe everything I am today to him.